And we are live. Oh, shoot. Put that guy out of the way. Now we're live. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? What's going on, man? Yeah, I didn't really schedule time because I had no idea when I'd be available. So we're just going live for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. How did you go? I'm assuming you went to Foxtoberfest. How was it, man? I really wish I could have gone, for sure. But my son had a travel ball tournament, so Brutus, get out of here. What you doing? Oh, here he comes. Where are you going? Hey, come here. Come on. Don't hurt yourself, for Pete's sake. Come on up. Up. Here. Up. 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 There we go. That's a meatball right here. You do one on Friday? Hey, what's up, Pinks? Hey, no worries, man. I don't even know how long we'll stay on here for a bit. I just got finished taking care of some stuff. Friday was that's the night meet, man. That was a lot of fun. I was really bummed I couldn't go, but I guess we do have. Did you talk to MJI at all? I'm assuming you ran into him. He's gonna sit out here. Get my carpet covered in fleas. That's exactly what you're gonna do. Yeah, we got some updates. We're gonna share for this live stream only. We're gonna share a picture of the updated project. We got some good stuff to share here. Ooh, man. Mike's garage. I wish you were in here, man. I just saw a picture of your new slab you're posting. You're putting up for your garage shop. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? What are you doing, dog? Let me tell you guys. So I think were they on the last live stream? I think they were. So the Cook side pipes are on that boss now. Woo, man, night and day difference. Like my favorite mod. If I could do it all over again, probably would have gone Cooks first, got an air raid second. That's gonna be a fun video to post. I have it all. I have everything I planned to filmed, but I think I want to record some outside the car flybys if I can swing it. And yeah, it is. I didn't think there would be much of a difference between the Cook side pipes and a resonator deleted OEM side pipe. I was wrong, way wrong. There's a huge difference. Bruce, go inside. Go inside. Will you stop looking at me like that and go? Oh, man. Tim, sorry to hear that, man. I'll start praying for you, my friend. It's at idle, it's pretty close, but it's deeper at idle. It's deeper, louder, and when you hit it, it's way louder. Just because if you look at the OEM ones, which I got one right here. If you look at the OEM side pipes, they're angled downward and they're not that big. So you take that opening and you like literally double it and like kind of turn it into a trumpet. It's like trumpeted out the side. It's a NASCAR side pipe almost. And it is just really freaking loud. And it's awesome. Like I was contemplating like cutting out the oh jeez. I was contemplating cutting out the resonators, the over the axle resonators, and now I don't think I need to. Like I just think it's kind of perfect the way it is. Yeah, no worries, Tim. But it sounds real good. I think the chances are pretty low too, Fatboy Fox. But if I head to Charlotte on Sunday to help someone move, then I'm probably taking the boss out there. It's pretty. Chances are very slim. I might be pretty busy this weekend. What's up, Clay? Hey, there's Clay. Clay's the one who won the spot. Who I gave my spot away to. Clay, how was it, man? I'm assuming you've been in the past, right? I hope you had a good time. Let's see what I got here. I got some stuff to share with you guys. I can find it. There we go. All right, let's see. Hey, it was great. This is my second time going. We had a blast catching up with a bunch of people. Yeah, dude, I wish I could have gone. Fox didn't have a Fox, and my son had a travel ball tournament, and yeah, we like to see him play and succeed, so we're kind of all in on that. But we had a good time. We can't share this though. Oh crap. Hold on a second. I had to screen record something else. I'm really suck at holding this thing. Yep. Yeah, guys, won't be too much longer, and we should have our project car here. That's gonna be awesome. The boys I know are gonna flip out when the time comes. All right, hey man, no worries. Like I'm a huge believer in paying it forward, and when George gifted me his spot last year, or gifted his spot for someone last year, and I ended up with it. I feel like that's like the least I could do to show appreciation. So I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, I saw War Admiral won Best in Show, right? I think that's what I saw. Oh, you know what? Too like, I don't know how many people are hopping in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and post that. Let me go ahead and pin it real quick.
Life is expensive.
Oops.
Tools don't.
Oh man, we got Harbor Freight advertising on our channel. How about that? Yeah, guys, I really am looking forward to getting back into Foxbody. Like, it's been a minute since we sold ours, and so I'm pretty excited to finally get back in the saddle again, as it were. There we go. Should be pinned. If you guys don't mind, please do hit that like button. But I'm curious. So the new Fox, I believe, is going to be running Flowmaster 40s. I've got the Super 10s here. I'm curious as to, and I think they dump before the axle. I think that's the way that it's the car set up currently. So I'm curious as if that car is going to be deeper. Oh yeah, it'd be a whole new world with a manual and an actual carb engine, or an actual engine with a little bit of get up and go, right? So it should be a fun little project, and I know it's hard to believe that it's gonna be. I don't know. It's more. It's better than it's better than the last one. That's for sure. And we're not like I had to, actually. It's funny because MJI reached out to me to see if I wanted to make it like a show car paint job for a really good deal. Unfortunately, guys, like I've got between the baseball tournament travel for my son and everything that's going on in the world, like the uncertainty with what I do for a living. I couldn't flex on it. And then I was thinking about it too, like. Show car paint would be awesome, but I plan on taking that car to drag strip. Like, why not? Go have fun with it. It's not going to be the fastest thing out there, but you know what? It'll be a lot of fun to go A to B in that thing. And then, tinker with it more, make it better. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I really, the funny thing is, back in the day, not only did I not really like Mustangs, but I really hated the Fox bodies. So it is kind of amusing that now I love my boss. My worlds have kind of changed, and it was definitely just due to the eye-opening test drive I took back when the original Coyote came out. I never even wanted one until I drove that car. It's really funny. It's a whole new world with Emmanuel. I don't swing that way, Just kidding. Don't be. Sorry, guys. I'm getting texts at the same time I'm chatting with you guys. But yeah, so we still got I'm curious I'm thinking about what I should do. I still have the other 302 motor on the block or on the stand over there. So I'm still debating how I want to go approach that. Just kind of like let it sit there for a bit until I have some money to mess with it. I could still build that engine, keep the engine in the Fox the way it is, race it, have fun with it, and then throw the other engine in. I don't really know what I want to do with it exactly. Again, everything costs money. I did have to, sad as it is, I did have to borrow from the supercharger fund to get the Cook side pipes, but that was a once, I've been looking for 6 years for that part. And when the opportunity came up, I had to jump on it. I couldn't let it pass because I got them for a good deal, and I had to get them. I'm tired. Chris, get out. I guess everybody's busy tonight, but I didn't pre-schedule it too. That's usually a problem. I know a lot of the boss guys usually look to see if I've scheduled it, and if I haven't, they don't usually tune in. One thing that's interesting now, so we did, like we said, we put the Cook side pipes on, and I've been running the car. Been driving it around. I think the resonance from the side pipes is so much more robust that I'm hearing rattles in the car that I've never heard before. Like right behind. So the side pipe sits right below your rear butt cheek, right? Or your left butt cheek. Right behind my ear, kind of right above the quarter window back there, I'm hearing a rattle kind of from my seatbelt area, like a resonance rattle. And it's driving me crazy. I've been trying to isolate it, make sure like nothing's falling off the car. But it's from the exhaust. It's like just sitting in there, and it's kind of like if you ever had if you have one of the Mustangs or like the 05s to 09s that had the Shaker 500 system with the woofers in the door, like the rattling that you hear in the door after a while is what I'm hearing behind my ear, and it's tolerable because I love the sound of the side pipes, but it's kind of ridiculous that these things are causing that. What's up, Yellowhammer? What's up, Connor? How you doing, man? How's the Shelby? I feel really bad because I try to, yesterday I was able to pop into Mob's live stream. I was on my way home from practice with my son, so my schedule, guys, it's baseball. I got baseball 4 or 5 times a week. It's great. It's a lot of baseball. And then my normal work schedule is late. I have to get permission to leave early to go take my son to baseball. It was okay. They're a brand new travel ball team, and they're working their way into the system. He got the pitch his first time, and it was all right. I think he didn't know that he was going to get put in to do that, so he was a little nervous. Yes, they do. They mount up just like the stock, Connor. There already is a rubber isolator. There's a rubber isolator spacer. It's already there. Yeah, it's already there. But yeah, he did all right. He pitched his first game. He struck someone out. He flew someone out, and then I think he was pretty nervous because he didn't know he was going to go out there immediately. He was sitting for the first 2 innings because they're rotating some of the outfielders, and so I think he thought he was going to go back in the outfield, and then they put him in for pitcher because he knew he was going to pitch this tournament, but I don't think he knew he was going to go in that moment. So I don't know if he was mentally prepared or not, but he was very conscious about making sure he did the right motion, which caused him to slow down his throws. So he's just got to get in there again. And the coach knows, on Wednesday, we did a facility practice where they did batting and pitching, and he was throwing some heat. He can pitch. He can throw really well. But it's just him having that confidence to do it in a game. And it'll come. That was his first time pitching, and that was his first time. It came after the other guys. So hold on, Clay. I'll let you in 1 second. It came after all the other guys, and all the other guys got their rattles out the first tournament, and he didn't have that opportunity. So now he's kind of caught up. He'll get to go back in, and I'm sure he's going to do great. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right.
Where
are you at?
I don't know if this thing's working.
No, you're good.
Oh,
So
actually,
what card you bring? What do you have?
I have a, hang on. I'll go down here in the garage. I brought this one. Let me see. I don't know how to switch to the back camera. That's the first time I've ever done this.
You got to go to settings, and then there's like cameras and option, and you can switch it around front or rear.
So,
Oh, I hear you, Connor. Yeah.
You what, sir?
I'm talking. I'm reading the chat and replying to people. You guys got salt on the road already? I guess so. It's been chilly here.
Let's see. First time I've ever done this.
No, it's good, man. It's all good. It's probably not going to be a really long. Oh, now we're starting to get some people hop in here, of course. I was going to say it's not going to be a very long one, but people starting to trickle in. What's up, Stu Fast? You could even just turn your phone around real quick if you wanted to. It's up to you, man. Or whatever you're on. Tablet.
Mic is muted.
No, you're not muted. You're good.
Oh, let's see. Well, here. Oh, now the dog wants out. Hang on a minute. Let me let her out. She's wanting to go to the bathroom.
No, you're good.
All right. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, that's crazy, Connor. I didn't even know that was the thing. Type of dog?
Yeah. She's 12.
What type of dog is that?
Mutt.
My mutt is right here. He's upset at me because we just treated him for fleas that we think our neighbor's cat gave him. We had a big rainstorm. Our yard. I treat my yard, and after a big storm, we all of a sudden had fleas on my dogs, and the vet thinks it's stray. He's like stray cats can cause it. Any animal can cause it that they're exposed to. My neighbor's got cats that run all over the place. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
I couldn't figure out how to switch cameras, so.
No, you're good. Okay. It's a white. Is that triple white?
Yeah, it's a triple white. Let's see if I can turn on some other lights. Well, that didn't do too much, but
that's all right. Nice.
Yeah, I've got just had my son left the seat forward. And he probably didn't put my seatbelt back up.
What year is this?
It's a 93.
Okay.
I just had all of this. I just put all new upholstery in it.
Looks good.
So, yeah, I should have flipped the top back, and then the light from inside the garage would have really gotten in there. But I mean,
you're good, man. It looks good. I can't wait to finally be back in one. I've been they're asking, is it a manual? It looks like it is.
Yep. 5-speed.
What's up, Ken? So where are you located?
Who, me or Ken?
You. I know where Ken is. Ken's near me.
I'm in South Carolina, down here in Lexington.
Okay, yeah. We'll be heading down there in a few, I don't know, like a month or so for another ball tournament in Myrtle.
Yeah.
So do you drive that or do you trailer it?
Oh, no, we drove it. I don't drive. Like I said, I don't see well. So that's the reason why my camera skills suck, but that's okay.
How long a drive is that for you to Charlotte?
It was like an hour and a half.
That's not terrible.
Let's see how I can do this one-handed.
The paint looks good.
I've got bugs on it now. I mean, it's got some some imperfections. The front bumper needs to be. There's an imperfection on every panel, which causes the whole thing to really be repainted.
But my
Oh,
yeah,
hang on a minute.
I used
I
to
know.
worry. I used to worry about that, but
Let's
like
get some
the-
light on the subject.
oh, you're good. Oh shoot, I'll put you back.
There
I
we
used to
go.
worry about that a lot, but after I did the track day and my boss, like I was worried about getting paint correction, but then I was like, you know what? Like I hit so many rocks out there, it's not even worth it if I want to do this again.
Let me get my prop rod. Sorry, I'm gonna do this one-handed.
Hey,
Holding the phone
Rob,
with
you
one
working?
hand.
Is it all stock?
Yep. Down to the well, you can't see it because I don't have the light over here, but down to the smog pump.
Yeah, I deleted. That was like the first thing I took off. How
It's got
how many miles?
60. It cracked 67,000.
Wow. I got more
Yep.
than you. I get you more than you and my boss. That's crazy.
I mean, I've got some. I mean, my headlights are kind of yellowed, and
That's just age, though.
yeah. Down to the smog pump. It's got. I did have to put a different radiator in it because the radiator was leaking. Whenever I bought it, the lady I bought it from was a coworker, and I looked it up on the Carfax, and we're like the 6th owners. But the gentleman who had it before her, it only had 40,000 miles. I've got oil change receipts and stuff from back in 2012 when it only had 40,000 miles on it, and she bought it from him. And she put 20,000 miles on it and drove it all over the place and didn't have a garage. It was parked in her yard, and she got arthritis and could not open the top anymore and couldn't shift. And so she happened to mention to me that she was thinking about selling it. And so, of course, I went out and looked at it, and I was like, I got to rescue this from the yard.
Yeah.
It can't be sitting out in the. So I'm sure the paint and everything was in much better shape before. But I've replaced. I'm sorry if other people are talking.
No, you're good, man. You're
Okay.
good.
I've replaced. Now I'm a. To be honest with you, I'm a Braille reader, so I have. It was kind of funny when I saw your last name. It took me like 2 or 3 times to look over. I was like, what the heck? But yeah. So I don't see well enough to drive or read print, but I have replaced. Fairly mechanically inclined. I've replaced. It had the inside of the car had a very peculiar odor. Wasn't like mold or anything. It just had this like oily kind of smell. And I was replacing my my rear window motors because the window was like down to here, and you had to help it back up.
Yeah, I had to do that. That's a job too.
It is. And whenever I took the interior, quarter panel, all the trim out with the speakers and stuff in it, the smell, I took the back seats out and everything, and the smell, I kept smelling it.
Hydraulic?
And the hydraulic cylinders were leaking.
Yeah, hydraulic fluid stinks. It stinks.
Yep. So I replaced all of those myself. Did the window motors. I need to get some guide bushings, but I hear these windows are an absolute pain when you take them out to get them back right again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I've done the interior. The interior in the car was original, but the seats were all cracked, and there were some rips and stuff in the seats. And so I got all that done. And I mean, I've got like spots on my trim here that needs to be fixed and stuff.
So,
it's been repainted.
So for everybody in the stream, this is Clay. He's the guy who won my spot to Foxtoberfest since I couldn't go, and this is his gorgeous '93. Well, I mean, it's only got 6. I mean, it's very unmolested. So Superfast was saying It even has the boot on the distributor. When I sell the boot to me, it means it's unmolested.
Hey, right over here, still got the. I don't think you can see it because of the lighting. Still got the air silencer over here. Still got the boot on the distributor. And here's another weird thing that they say everybody gets gone is the cover over the plastic cover over the wiper motor.
Interesting.
Is still there, and my original coil cover still there. I did, like I said, I put a radiator in it. I put a rotor and cap on it. Put new plug wires on it. I kept all the original plug wires, the date-coded plug wires. I kept all the spark plugs. I kept pretty much everything I took out of this car. I put in a box and I kept it. So
yeah, I got like stockpile of all my OEM Boss 302 stuff. I've changed things, but I've kept I've made it tasteful mods, but I've got all the original stuff sitting either in boxes or here in my garage.
Yeah. Yeah, the top is not original. The lady did have a top put on it because, of course, it was outside, and the original top had gone. But she got the good top with the real glass in the back that we all know Matt likes to roll down and bust.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was wondering if you saw that, because that was brutal. Man, everybody thought I faked that. And I was like, no, I did not, in fact, fake that. That was legit. And I was literally trying to figure out how I was going to get the Foxtoberfest without rain getting on my children if it rained. And it would just explode. And I was like, oh, crap. So,
I was expecting a crunch. I wasn't expecting the violent bang that you got out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting – I thought I was good. I didn't realize it needed that much play. So yeah, when it blew up, let me take you off solo. When it blew up, I was kind of caught. I was so in shock of what happened. I was just staring at the screen and then I ended up taping a trash bag to it, which lasted 3 of my 4-hour trip to get there. And then it ripped off on the trailer. Geez. Yeah, so I got there. There's nothing there, and I hung out at MJI, and I parked my car at his place when I stayed at my hotel. And he gave me some blankets to throw over the rear window because that was at the right temperature for the dew point to hit, and would have soaked my interior. So look, I got lucky there, and yeah, man, I miss my old car a lot, but I'm really looking forward to the new one. I do like the 4-eyes too. That was another thing that I'm kind of missing. But you know what? I'm excited to be in something new, and I know my kids have been asking me when we're going to get a new car.
Sorry, trying to close this hood with one hand.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Right. The kids don't know about it yet?
I think they know it's a Fox because one of my friends let it slip right in front of them.
Oh, geez.
But they don't know anything else about it. They don't know that they've sat right in it before. They've seen it. They've sat in it. And they're not going to recognize it. Even if they did know it was the same car, they're not going to recognize it because it's got I don't know if you saw the video I just put up. Probably not, but it's got
let me grab my keys real quick.
You're good. It's got fresh paint. So let's see if I can. There we go. So it's getting there.
Sorry,
no, you're good.
Everybody's kind of chilled for the night, and so the house is dark.
No, you're good.
Of course, you don't want to see the ugly wallpaper in my kitchen anyway.
Man, I got 3 kids that destroy my house on a daily basis.
Oh, let's see. Let me cut these lights on too. You can run up my power bill, man. No.
Oh, we're about to hit my expensive power bill month. The November 1st is when I put out all my Christmas lights to start doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a city title to defend here.
I'll drop the top so you can see it.
Okay.
I'm sure that would be because it's so dark in here.
Yeah, it's too fast. It's already. We gonna be a
Sorry.
smoke. No, you're good. I'm gonna mute you for half a second. I'll bring you right. Oh. I muted you for a second. I'll bring you right back. Yeah, it's already a smoking deal, and he reached out to me today to ask me if I wanted to be show car paint for an even better deal, and like I don't have the money for it at the moment. Like I had saved up the right amount for what we agreed on, so that's what I got, and I could I could obviously like borrow from my savings for it, but like we got other things going on, and then because of what all right, you're back. Because of everything that's going on in the world, I'm not trying to. In case I go somewhere, I'm not trying to spend all my money. Oh yeah, it's super clean, man. It looks really good. The white and black contrast really well.
I got a towel over there in the back, so whenever little dirty kids sit in the car, they have to put the towel down in the back seat.
Well, I make my kids when they get in the Boss because it's all cloth seats.
Yeah.
I make them take their shoes off.
Yeah. They did a good job on this upholstery. I really think they did.
It looks good.
I bought the upholstery and took it to an upholstery shop. I took the seats out of the car and put them in the back of a truck, my dad's truck, and we took it over there. And they did the seats for $600.
That's not bad at all.
No, for all that. Yeah, my wife drove it. Thank God she was. Whenever she was a younger lady, her mom made her learn how to drive a stick. She said, if you ever get in a situation where you need to leave somewhere and the only thing that's around is somebody with a stick, you need to know how to drive it. So, all right, mute me so I can.
No, you're good. But yeah, I still got to teach my wife how to drive stick. She still owes a lot of all you subscribers, or at least the first 2,000 of you. She owes a lesson on that in the Boss, and she's yet to fulfill her promise. So I don't know what to do at this point. We're almost 4,000 subs past. Oh well. Let's see if he's got it. Oh,
sorry.
no, you're good.
There we go.
What's up, Cobra?
Oh, I still have a working ashtray door.
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. What you got? What's
man.
that yellow? What's that yellow one you got back there?
Oh, that's my daily 13 Laguna Seca.
Okay. Man, that's a rough life you got there driving that daily.
Thanks.
What you got going? Oh, what's up, Clay?
I'm gonna jump out of here. I don't want to monopolize the channel, but I did want to jump in here and thank you very much.
Hey,
and
no
tell
worries.
you that I had a fantastic time. This is the first time I've ever done this. So,
hey, dude, no worries. It's
my
not
white
a
T-shirt and all.
Believe me, if I thought you were monopolizing it or I had a problem, I'd probably just tell you because that's the kind of person I am. I'm pretty direct, but no, man, it's good. I like having people in here and having conversations because it kind of helps this thing flow a little better. Otherwise, it's me awkwardly trying to think of things to talk about. It's a lot better when people hop in here and we can kind of discuss cars, and I enjoy it a lot more. So
cool. Well, I'm gonna step back here and listen to your live stream and maybe throw a comment in here and there.
no worries, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, later.
See ya.
Cobra, do you do late term adoptions? Oh, you're muted.
That's funny.
What you been up to?
Oh man, so trying to get ready for this late model restoration cruise-in they're having at Texas Motor Speedway. So need to re-decal the Cobra R in the background. So a few of the decals, they're no longer available. So having to try to, do a little bit of design. But anyways, trying to figure all that out.
Are you making them yourself or are you having someone else do them?
I'm doing the design myself, and then I'll take it to a sign shop vinyl place and just have them cut them up.
Okay.
So definitely not a pro at that. So it's probably taking me way longer than it should. But
I got you. Yeah, I use a guy named Swan Vinyl Works. I think that's what channel he uses. His name's Jason Swan. He's in the Facebook group, and I've used him for a few things. But I don't. He does good stuff. I know he does my mini Mustangs.
okay,
Yeah. He took the actual design, the actual side stripe, because like the ones that Power Wheels made were junk. They're stickers. So he
Right.
took the actual logo, shrunk it down, and put it on vehicle vinyl for me to actually apply it to their car.
okay. I
What's
was
up,
wondering how
Cole?
you did that. I was wanting to ask sometime. So
Yeah,
I'll
and
have to get that guy's contact info from you on the side.
yeah, he's got that one. He did that one, and then after a lot of people saw mine, because I was doing them for all my boys, like he started doing the 13s too, I think. So he's got a set for 13 car that he can put on those things, and but he does a lot of stuff. Like I was debating getting a windshield banner if I ever had to like replace the windshield, because you lose that that like speckled horse in the center, if you know what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah. So they don't. The replacement windshields don't have that.
I don't know. I'm sure maybe there's a way to get it, possibly from Ford.
Okay.
But if you like order from, you know, insert generic windshield company, right? No, you don't. So I was thinking about getting a Ford Racing or Ford Performance logo all in black across the top, or not black, maybe, I don't know, something sinister looking at the top. But I don't know if I want that either. So. What's up, Manuel? Manuel. I think I want to say it's Manuel. If I'm wrong, man, I really apologize. What's up, Mike? Yeah, so I got the I don't know, were the cooks on last time we talked last week?
Yes. Yeah. You were
Okay.
saying you were having some worried about the clearance on them. I think on a lift or something you were talking about.
Yeah,
Maybe
well, I've already
the hobby shop changed the oil or something.
I already caught him on something on the road once. A bolt. I had the bolt hanging down. I was stupid. I should have already known the clearance was so crappy. I had the bolt kind of point. So here's the pipe, and I had the bolt sitting like this, and so I caught it on a teeniest little thing, and it was the loudest noise and so terrifying, because I knew I'd just put them on, man. I was like, oh god. But now, like I got, maybe the bushing's worn out. I think the bushing on one of them is worn out, but it's not the driver's side, which is the interesting part. But the for whatever reason, there's a really like deep vibration right above my head. Like it sounds like it's coming right from the rear quarter window. Due to these things, like they're very deep.
Very cool.
What's up, T? What's up, Matt? Matt, I'm glad to see you're still alive. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a minute, my friend. But I've also been busy myself, so you've probably been in other things I haven't been in. Yeah, I gotta. I'm trying to find out if I'll be unavailable to do this for a while. People in the world are not helping me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that cruising thing sounds fun. Are you bringing? How many of your cars are you bringing? Just one?
So most likely it's just going to be Cobra R77. I'd like to take Cobra R66, but it's not decaled up. That was pro raced in 95 and 96. But the guy I got it from, he took almost all the decals off of it. And I just don't have enough time to get those done.
I got you.
Plus trying to figure out how to get two cars up there. So I'm in San Antonio. Is it 250 miles, something like that. So I don't know. Logistically, it's probably not worth it. But they're talking about doing some sort of parade laps. I would like to see if they could do open tracking, even if it's just for a small group.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what 2004. So whatever anniversary that would be for the Mustang at Nashville, they had open tracking. That was pretty good. And we had quite a group of Cobra R's that were running. I think there were 7 prior pro race car Cobra R's that were running there at Nashville.
Okay. That's awesome though. Like that'd be really cool. Yeah. What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought all of a sudden. Hold on, sorry. Yeah. So actually, it's funny. There's the two. There's a girl who lives near me, and her father. She has a school bus yellow 13 Boss 302. That's like a pearl. They repainted it because it was it's a salvage car.
Yep.
But they redone it different to where it's like a pearlescent school bus yellow because they wanted to make it pizzazz for her or whatever, right?
Right.
They also put a wing on the back, and you've probably seen it if you're on the Facebook group. But it's that car, and then he also redid a Gotta Have It green car, and these two cars are the most hated. Like Boss 302 group is usually very good, very, very non-toxic. But for whatever reason, these two cars are the most hated Boss 302s in existence. And they both are within like 5 minutes of my house. So I've been trying to, at some point, I'd like to get them both on the channel just so I can like let them tell their story about them because they get so much hate that's like not warranted because I saw what those cars were before they fixed them. And one of them, like the Gotta Have It green, was in a horrific fire. The top of the motor burned off, and they saved the car, rebuilt the motor, and now it's a drivable car. And they're trying to sell it. I think you can get that. You can get into that Boss for. I bet you they let it go for like 20 grand, and it's low miles, but it's rebuilt obviously. And then her car was like the dude who had her car for whatever reason, like rebadged it as like a Shelby and painted it like Nardo gray. It was super weird looking. So then she did it her way or the way she wanted it, and then put the track wing on the back. I don't know if it's a functional track wing or if it's for looks, so I'd have to talk to her. But like both those cars get so like I never hear a negative thing from that Boss group until those cars get posted, and then people just jump on them and start bashing them. So I've been trying to get those two cars on there because they're not, they started out there. Sorry, you got me thinking about it when you talked about them missing decals because they're not perfectly stock right now. Got to get ready for Ford Takeover next year. I don't know if I'm ever going to make Ford Takeover, guys. I'm sorry, man. Like I've got my schedule has gotten so much more busy. Yes, Sierra, Nate. It's Sierra. That's who I'm talking about. 10 miles from Texas Motor Speedway. There you go, T. Need anything while in Fort Worth, let me know. You're like right near there, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
So I'm 250 miles away.
Okay, that's not right there.
Yeah.
That's a ways away.
Yeah.
What's up, Nate? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Adam? Hope you're doing well also, my friend. Yeah, I've been slacking, man. I've been so because of everything going on, kids, job. I get on here and I do things when I can. That's why like my live streams aren't even really scheduled anymore because I have no idea when I'll be home or if I'll be home. So I'm just I impromptu will come on here. I think it's kind of hurt the streams a little bit as far as like how many people come on, but still a good conversation regardless of how many people are on here.
Yeah, I took a look earlier to see if you were on, and I didn't see you, and I was surprised to see you were back on. But yeah, definitely understand with your line of work. So kind of the same boat here.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, it's yeah, I've been on leave since Friday, so I'm going in tomorrow to find out what's going on, and I'm little on edge about what's going to happen with me. So
definitely. So you're talking about those two other cars that are salvage. Yeah, I've done a couple salvage cars, and I guess my plan was just to run them till the wheels fell off anyways. But it's definitely a concern when you start putting that money into it and wondering what kind of money can you get out of it, because
Yeah.
the salvage is definitely going to hurt it. But really looking forward to the red one over here. That's a salvage car, and the damage was minimal. But I think I've done some tasteful things to it. I think I was telling you it's got 13 headlights and 13 dash in it, etc. But I'm curious to see what people's reactions will be when they see it, because they're going to say, wait a second, those headlights don't go on that car or whatever.
Well, a lot of the reasons I like the 13s on there. I think 13s look good. I actually would like to get a set of mine with the HIDs. A lot of the reason these things get salvage titled is because people, so these are collectors' cars. They're very low build numbers. And people like myself, I still need to switch it over. But like right now, that car is insured through USAA, just generic insurance. So they value that car not much more, if more at all, than a GT from 2012. So like they take, matter of fact, the MGB I had, I called them about insuring it when I first got my MGB back in the day. And they're like, the way we don't want to insure it through us, because the way we do it is a declining scale as age. We don't care what it is. So like they said, the car is worth it was like $300. I was like, no, we're not doing that. So they had their own collector's car insurance they use, and I called them, and then I called Haggerty and ended up going with Haggerty due to the other perks that they had, as far as like if my car broke down, helping me make sure I got home, or towing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like I need to move. Once I get the new Fox in, I do plan on moving both of them over to Haggerty, because I had the old Fox on Haggerty, and I thought I was wondering if Grundy was worth it, but I haven't heard any testimonials about people who've had to file claims through Grundy, whereas from people with Haggerty, I've heard nothing but good things as far as them meeting your guaranteed value.
Right. Mine are with USA as well, and for the Cobra R in the background, I went ahead and put it on their collector car insurance, who they partner with a separate company, as you're aware of. And I finally just decided to let it lapse. So with the open tracking that I do, I'm worried that that's going to be an issue, that they'll find some sort of issue with that and either drop me or have a reason not to cover it. So I just decided not to have any at all.
Well, Haggerty, Haggerty will cover obviously your normal like to and from car shows, events, stuff like that, or just drive around the town. Because I filed it as like low mileage, like it was like less than 1,000 or less, because I wasn't driving the Boss very much. When I had the Fox body, I was actually driving the Fox body more than the Boss, because I was so happy that I got the dang thing running on my own. And so same thing with MGB. I was driving that thing all over the place. But yeah, like track days and stuff, like they'll cover it, but you got to pay for the track insurance through them.
Yeah, for me, that's you pay for the insurance a couple of times. That's another track event, So I guess rolling the dice.
Yeah.
But you made me think of some of the hate. I was getting some hate with the Laguna Seca, and it's a real Laguna Seca. It's number 46. But when I bought the car, I had two kids in school, one in middle school and one in high school. And so, it's kind of difficult to transport two kids in a two-seater.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to get the back seat out of actually happened to be a Boss that a guy made into a track car, and removed the rear seat delete and installed the rear seat in it. And it worked great. But every now and then when I would do a cruise in or this or that, man, people would lose their mind, because they just knew for sure that I'd made a fake Laguna Seca.
Oh no, if I had a Laguna, I would have done if I had a Laguna, I'd put a back seat in it, because I would need it. Like for what I do, I'd put the back seat in, I'd take that brace, I'd saran wrap it with bubble wrap as best I could, and then put it in storage. And then when my kids are all grown, maybe take it back out, or probably not, because I'm sure I plan on using it with my grandkids at some point. But I have no idea. Like I'm fully with you, man. Like I wanted the back seat as well. Ferrisons. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up, Clay. Hopefully I don't forget it. I don't have my notepad in here. I usually take notes on things I want to look up in live streams.
Yeah, that's funny. I was actually just looking around for a notepad myself, so I'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah, I used to keep one in here. I'll just write it on my brake pad box. I got some rear pads for the Boss I haven't put on there yet that I need to. And I just got my Motul 600 in for me to swap out my brake fluid finally.
There you go.
Yeah. I need to bleed it. I haven't done it since the track day still.
Did you bleed before the track day at all?
I did not.
Yeah, so I'm sure you learned that lesson. That's one of the things I learned right away is before I put the brake coolers on there, I would make sure I bled every time before a track event. After I put the brake coolers on there, I can get, maybe 2 or 3 track events. It's amazing how much those brake coolers help. But I had the same type of experience actually in Gingerman in Michigan, and I could feel the brake pedal getting lower and lower, and I'd say, okay, this time I'm going to pull in, but then I end up running up against 2000R that's very well sorted out track car. A lot of people know the individual online, and I didn't want to lose out on the opportunity to run with him. So we ran a few laps, and then finally, when I got by him, I decided to pull in. And sure enough, just like you, as I got into my spot on the paddock, the brake pedal went all the way to the floor.
Dude, that was terrifying.
Yes.
I was like, man, if I had gone on that straight, I would have been in those trees over there.
So there is a little bit of reasoning behind that because, as we were going fast, we were getting some cooling effect going on. And then as soon as we were on the paddock, we lost that cooling effect. So then that caused it to get worse. But man, that even if you're going 10 miles an hour to have that brake pedal hit the floor, and it sounded like that,
Yeah.
It hit the floor hard.
Well, I had that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it'll scare you.
Yeah, I pulled in right behind that GT500, and I stopped. But then I went and I stopped and I went out, looked at the car, and I was like, "Oh, it looks like there's some fluid there." And I went to go. My buddy told me, "Hey, okay, let's go look at it. Bring it over here. We'll get it jacked up. We'll pull the wheel off. We'll try and bleed it." And it was Tony from Tony's Fords and Mustangs, and I go in there and I'm like, and I try to move the car. I'm like, whoa, it's like smack the floor. And I'm like, Tony, I don't have brakes. He's like, no, you got brakes. I'm like, no, I don't have brakes. And he's like, no, you got brakes. Come on, just move it. And I moved it. And it was very, 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 very light braking that I had. And luckily, dude, those guys were awesome. And there's so many people. I even thought about bringing my own jack. I just didn't do it. But so many people had tools and parts, and I was able to actually look at it. And we tried to see if we could bleed them there, but the thing was like, I don't know, 900 degrees.
So is it what, Hetz T13? He's asking if I cooked the brake fluid. Yeah, I basically boiled the brake fluid. So as I was saying before, way I fixed it was to actually put brake coolers on it. So when the car was pro raced during that era, the coolers were not legal in the class. And so I tried to leave it the way it was run, and it's just not worth it. So I went ahead and added the brake coolers.
I hear you. Yeah, that's one of the things, man. Manuel. Man, I'm so sorry, dude. I apologize. You're not on here for me to ask you directly what your name, how to pronounce it. Yeah, I have to have the back seat, or else if I didn't need a back seat, I'd probably have a Corvette. To be honest with you guys. I've never.
Well, it's kind of funny when I hadn't used my back seat for quite a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to the delete. I probably hadn't used the back seat in over a year, and literally that next weekend, my daughter wanted me to give one of her friends a ride, and of course, my daughter wanted to ride along as well. So my daughter's sitting between us, you know, or, you know, in the back, holding on to both the seats, you know, one of those dad of the year moments. But she's a young adult at the time, doesn't necessarily make it any better, but, you know, it's not like she was a child. So. It's kind of funny. One of her very good friends who's a Nissan GTR fans and does not like Fords at all.
Yeah.
And I think changed her mind. She definitely enjoyed the ride. And of course, right on cue, like I'd paid them, some guys in an M3 pull up next to us and just giving us the thumbs up and honking at us. And she, you know, they're asking, does that happen to you often? It does from time to time.
Yeah. Well, I was man, I'm shocked at how well these cars still hold up, though, even with the competing with the modern cars that are out here. Like, you know, just I was out there with the M4 behind me, Hellcat in front of me. I mean, Hellcat, obviously, I was expecting to pass him eventually when he let me by. But like the M4 guy, I even asked him, like, hey man, was I holding you up? He's like, no, I was like trying to stay with you in the turns, and so that made me feel good. Like that, this car is like still there, still has a lot that it puts out. Now that I've driven one, I wouldn't mind taking a 350 on the track just to see what I'm missing. Like I drove the Roush Stage 3 at Skip Barber, and the nannies on that car were so intense that like you would really have to fight hard to screw up, because unless you turned them off completely. Like I had them on because I also didn't want to owe Skip Barber Racing like 80 grand for their race car, or well, I paid for the insurance, so it would have been $5 grand. But like you could feel the computer literally killing power at all times. Yeah, we were talking about that. I just got some Motul that I'm about to put in mine.
So Hetz 13, definitely need to talk to you if you know what IMSA Firehawk is. So that's the predecessor to the series that my Cobra R, this right here, it was raced in. So very cool. I've worked pretty hard trying to document, especially with the videos of the series, especially for 95 through 1997, trying to get the broadcast videos, in-car videos, etc., and digitize them and then put many of them on YouTube. I got a copyright violation eventually, and so I've kind of been afraid to try to put any more up. But
yeah,
if you worked on IMSA Firehawk, I'm kind of curious if you have any of those videos from that era, 95 to 97.
Yeah, they're cracking down on everything, man. I got hit for that video of my son revving a car, which is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm still on warning status right now. I'll be on warning until January of next year, as long as I behave myself and I won't get a strike. What's up, Nate?
Not much. Trying to hang the furnace behind me. I finally got it up. I've been spending since like 3:30 today trying to figure out how I'm getting this thing hung by myself.
I hear you.
No heat, no garage.
Oh, I just opened my door and let the heat from the house come in.
I'm sitting here with the shop door wide open in shorts. Finally get the payoff after a hot summer.
Well, right now we got good temperatures right now. It was 60s today, and it felt really good.
Made it all the way to 49 here.
Wow.
It's cold.
Yeah, right now it's sitting at 70 in the shop with all the doors wide open.
I will say, for not having a furnace for the last week, it's still 62 in here. So
yeah, I'm not looking forward to the colder weather. Not looking forward to it at all. The new Fox doesn't have AC, so it will be nice for that, I guess. But all the fun driving goes away when it gets too cold because those tires turn to hard plastic. Well, I'm gonna try and start. We're gonna try and start doing some more Fox cruises around here. We got there's a lot of Fox body guys near me. Matter of fact, the Facebook group they created for Jacksonville, North Carolina, is like blown up. There's so many Fox bodies around us. We used to do a bunch of cruises and kind of fell off. Nate, you done any videos lately that I've missed and not been a good?
You haven't missed anything.
All right, because I've not really watched anything for anybody or even my own stuff.
I haven't made a video all summer.
Yeah,
Too busy. Like we did the math. We were home 50% of the weekends, and from May to now.
well, we're trying to get to where we have ball tournaments every weekend, and then we're trying to set up exhibition games with another travel team that's nearby to where it won't cost us anything, but we basically use that as a live practice.
Life gets in the way.
Dude, I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world though. Like I've got my priorities where I want them, and when I can do this, I love doing it. But like, you know what? If I can't, it's not going to kill me either. So
I think I'm going to try. So I'm not sure. I got a call from one of my coworkers Friday on my way down to Uniontown to a wedding, and he said, "Hey, let me ask you," he said, "if I could tell you could punch in 9 to 5, do exactly what you're doing and move back to Pennsylvania where you're from, would you do it?" I said, "Dude, where do I sign on the dotted line?" He said, "I'll call you whenever the opportunity comes open." So I might be moving out of New York. So things are changing. Like the truck behind me needs to get done, like hopefully by January 1st. And that's a lot of work. So
that looks like a lot of work.
Yeah. It's pretty much ready for primer and paint at this point. It's just I haven't done it.
Did you just hop in here? How long you been in here? Did you see the car?
No. Oh, yeah, I seen it.
Okay.
The Fox body?
Yeah.
I was in like 2 minutes
All right. No worries.
whenever you showed it.
For everybody else who just hopped in, I'm gonna show it one more time. It's coming along.
Looks good.
Yeah. Well, it could have. Yeah. He messaged me to see if I wanted like a show car job, and I was like, I do, but I can't pay the extra cash right now. I can't. But honestly, what I'm gonna do with it, it's probably gonna get messed up. So
The problem is once you make it show car, you don't want to take it anywhere because you're afraid of something happening to it.
well, that's the other thing too, right? Like my parking, I got to figure out the parking situation because I used to park the other one, not giving a rat's behind pulling it in. Other than those wheels, I really like those wheels a lot. The 10th anniversary Cobras.
Yep.
And like my foldable swivel trailer is like against the wall, and the hitch the hitch sticks down. And if you have the lock sticking out, I've scratched the wheels before in my old Fox. So that's like freaking me out, and I need to get it out of here somewhere safe because I'm afraid I'm going to pull that new Fox in and immediately put a line down the side of the black. And so I got to get rid of that, man. I'm not get rid of it. I just got to figure out how I can reorganize it. But the problem is I've got like built-in cabinets in the front of my garage, so I don't want to take those down because they're super useful. The only other thing I could really do is block some of my shelving here, which I don't want to do that either. And it's not going to be fun. And honestly, it sticks too far. The Fox sticks too far in to really put the trailer in front of it anyway. But I'll figure it out. I might sell that other 5.0 motor I have. I don't know what else to do with it. I don't have time and the cash to build it, and I could probably use that towards something else.
I was gonna say, whenever you showed the picture earlier, I went, "There's a lot of stuff behind you. Looks like the homeowners association is gonna be asking you questions about vehicles sitting in your driveway because it don't look like it's gonna make it in the garage."
Oh, dude, a lot of this stuff's going. Well, like, so that's my camper cover. It's only there because the camper's in the driveway right now. Which, yeah, they'll hit me for that too. Whatever.
Yep.
Those cornhole boards, all this stuff in here is going to storage. It just needs to get out of here. And I got stuff that like old baby stuff that I'm saving for my siblings whenever they choose to have children, so they can come take it and get it out of my house, or I'm gonna send it to Goodwill. But yeah, I got a sad day's come. I think I'm probably gonna move or unless I want to leave, I'll probably keep it here for my other kids. But my oldest son, Leighton, doesn't drive his Power Wheel anymore. He's outgrown it. So
I was wondering if any of them had completely outgrown it.
yeah, I mean, he can get in there and drive it, and it's still got enough power that he could do burnouts and stuff. And I know he likes doing that. But like he's outgrown it, and
It's going to be like another year, and he isn't even going to be able to get in it.
yeah, but like my other kids, they could use it because it's the safest one to use. It's got the beefed up motors, beefed up gears, so that way I don't have to worry about them blowing a motor every single time they take it out, and it can just take the abuse. And so
you might be better off getting rid of the one of the other ones then.
Oh, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just gonna put it in my storage unit.
No,
like what I would like to do is keep each of their cars, and then when they get old enough, it's a lot of baggage to take with me. That's the problem. Like I've got a lot of crap, and being in the military, man, and just moving that stuff is a pain. But like, I'd like to keep that stuff for when they have kids, that they can have their dad's car, and I'm still gonna have my car, and I think it would be awesome. But well, that's a long-term plan right there.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
having the PCS is the reason I got out of the military. I loved it, except for having that hanging over, wondering when I was going to get orders next.
Yeah, if anything happens and I got to go anywhere here soon, like when I come back, man, I'm buying an F-250 or I'm buying a truck. I'm waiting to see what's going on with the world, and if I go quiet on here for a while, you guys probably know what's going on.
Later, Connor.
Later, Connor. But
That's why I hopped on. I figured if you went back to work tomorrow and you're like, oh, hey, by the way, you're getting on a boat Thursday.
I don't think that won't happen. Like that I don't do that kind of work right now. Something good just went down my street. It was loud. But no, I'd go do something. I do something else, man. I can't really talk about it. I got but yeah, so that Fox, it's got things that it still needs. I got to go pick up the seat belts I'm getting from somebody. I got the hatch struts are sitting right next to me right here. I don't think it's got those right now. Let's see what else is in.
What color's the interior? Gray or red?
Black and red and gray, maybe. I don't know. The seats are Mach 1 seats, Mach 1 covers on them.
Oh,
like the 2000s Mach 1. The
okay.
2003. It needs a new headrest. It needs headrests though. They don't have headrests, so like if it ever had any power and I'm sitting there, I'm gonna like break my freaking neck.
Time to work on those neck muscles.
Yeah. What was that funny? All right, I haven't seen his stuff in a while, but it was why am I blanking out on his channel name? Not Sabino. What is his name's Eric, I believe. What was the name of his channel? Diablito Speed or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, whatever. This guy on YouTube, good. He had some good stuff, dude. He was like modding the crap out of his. I think it was 2015 or so. I know some of these guys on the stream know who I'm talking about, and he had I don't know if it's his father-in-law, stepfather, no idea. The guy's name was Wayne. Dude had this big guy, big ponytail, white hair, older guy, would always be there helping him out, and we'd go on test rides with him. Well, he took this guy on a test ride right after he installed his twin turbo system, or maybe it was single turbo. I don't remember. Whatever, turbos. Took him out there, had the radials on, and they were doing test hits. Well, he removed, for whatever reason, the headrest was removed from his seat. He hits the gas. You see this guy's neck go like this. And I was like dying, dude. I thought he was like the guy like started screaming like, "Wow!" Yeah, that was funny as hell. It's a good video.
I think the best is whenever the latch for the recline is broken, but you don't know it. I got an old 80s model Ford. Somebody was like, "Well, run to the store, take my truck." And I started up on the road and I mashed on the throttle, and the whole latch the seat just fell back. Oh no. No. So I'm like
Yeah.
holding myself by the steering wheel until I get stopped.
What did I saw that happened on? Was that a Diablito Speeds? That's it. Yeah, Diablito Speeds. Yeah, I mean, some things you can't get rid of, Manuel. Hey, later, Colton. In the shop, remove the transmissions. Can't stay long. All right, no worries, Jamie. Oh, you got a Foxbody? So you're going to come in here, drop that bomb, and then just head out. All right, no worries.
What do you think of that car I sent you?
I mean, I think
lost up in Canada. He says it was in Canada, but had North Carolina plates. It's why I was like kind of lost.
It looks like it's a legit car. I don't know that guy. The pictures are real.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean,
are they from Google? I'm not sure.
You're not gonna you're not gonna obviously. It seems like it seems really weird that it couldn't be a scam because you're not gonna go look at a car and be like, well, you're gonna go look at it before you offer them any cash. So
yeah. Well, it's gone. I haven't found another post since. So somebody finally must have drove to get it.
18,000 is the deal.
Yeah. I just found a GT350 in Ohio. I was looking last night. Some guy was like, got to have it gone by Wednesday. 41,000. It's an 18 with 60,000 miles. It wasn't completely stock, but pretty close.
I hear you, Jamie.
It's like, wow, that's incredible. I should go buy this, but saving the pennies.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous too fast. Originally an SVO.
So what did SVO stand for? Special Vehicle Operations?
Special Vehicle.
I don't know what the O is.
I don't know.
I'll Google search it because it's the first time I've been actually near a computer or anything. I wanted to actually search it for once.
Yep. Special Vehicle Operations. That's what everybody said.
Yep.
It's a 4-cylinder locked up. Got you.
I'm wondering. That's the thing is they had special vehicles team. They had special vehicle operations. So why did all the SVOs? I think they were all 4-cylinders, weren't they?
Yes.
What was the? I don't like.
It
I
was
wish
a Turbo 4 at the time. It was in '85. The Turbo 4, and it could outperform the GT.
This makes sense. I didn't know it made that much power.
I mean, it just was lighter and it was more nimble. Dang it! My wife's dog's barking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Move, Brutus. You're in my way.
So you daily your Laguna?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, how many miles you got on that?
152 and some change.
Any issues at all? Other normal maintenance wear stuff?
Let's see. What have I had? I did the water pump a little bit ago.
Okay.
Just started weeping.
Yep.
And I didn't even know if it was a water pump or not. I just noticed I was losing fluid, and but turns out it was the water pump. And then
Your Laguna?
Yeah. A couple years ago, the AC compressor just seized up. So
that seems to be a common one. I always read about somebody complaining about their AC. I had to have mine charged, and it's only got what 30,000 miles on it, 35.
My AC, my condenser went out when a piece of tile fell off a truck and took it out for me.
Well, that'll definitely do it.
So yeah, I was sitting at a light, and then I could feel just a little bit of something in the clutch pedal, and then I could hear the shriek a few seconds later, and then the shriek went away, and a few seconds after that, it was blowing hot air. So, and I had heard that it's like a $1,600 or $1,800 job. Of course, I don't really want anybody touching the car,
Same
but
as
I
me.
heard that one of the things that causes the compressors to go out is the little pellets in the dryer. They'll break out and get into the system, and then that gets into the compressor. So I was concerned that if I just changed out the stop, very quickly, if that's exactly what caused it. So
Yeah.
I drug my feet, drove it for several years without AC. And down here in San Antonio, that can be brutal at times.
Yeah.
And then finally just decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. I found a great deal on, I guess, some new old stock compressors on eBay. And so far, so good. So that's been about 4 months.
I will say that is something about any of these cars. Like I've ridden quite
man,
a lot of Mustangs, never owned them until this one. It is extremely hot to drive it on a summer day without AC.
It's all
Even with the
black.
windows down, my feet are on fire. I can
All
only
black.
imagine down south. I drove all the way home. I went home with it, not this past weekend, the weekend before, and it was like low 50s. I drove back with no heat on and in a t-shirt with the window cracked because it gets so warm in there. I didn't even need to turn the heat on.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, you have to have AC. Otherwise, like sweating in those seats, the car just will start stinking in the cloth. And
Yours has the Recaro, don't it, Brailsford?
no, man, I got the poor man's boss through too.
Oh, you got the same thing as me.
Yeah.
You said something a few weeks ago about that, and I went, I thought yours had the Recaros. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one on planet Earth with one with just the base seats.
So my red one up here, it had the base seats in it, and then I added the Recaros.
Did you get any lights from that? Because I saw someone else who swapped them out and they ended up with like airbag lights or something.
Well, it's kind of hard to say with mine because I bought it from the parts farm where they use the chassis as a donor for their run pallet. And so I had to piecemeal a bunch of wiring, this and that. So I do have lights. I don't know if it's from the seats, and I don't know if it's from my airbag sensor, the module. I had it reset supposedly. So I'm still having to run that down.
Okay.
How do you like the Recaros versus the base seats since you've had both? I only know one other person that's sat in both.
So I have not personally had both. So when I purchased the car from Parts Farm, I did that with a deal that they went ahead and just put the Recaros in it.
Okay.
Before I took the delivery of it. But the Recaros are nice. They're super nice.
I was shocked. Like I got mine and I was like, well, it doesn't have the Recaros. And I bought it anyways. And I sat in it and I'm like, I don't know how the Recaros could be any more comfortable than these seats. I loved them. And then somebody, and you probably seen him, Brailsford. He's one of the admins on the Bus 302 group. Tim Narvelli, I think is his name. He's got a yellow with SVE wheels. He has Recaros. His grandson's dating my cousin, so he's always sat in his grandfather's because he's the original owner. Then he sat in mine. I'll be honest with you, I kind of like these. He said those ones are actually hard compared to this. So these are soft and kind of like wrap around you. He didn't feel like the Recaros were like that, but his grandfather's a really big guy. So
I mean the Recaros, the bolstering in like your, where your kidneys are, like it holds you a lot more substantially than these do. Like these for me, like I'm a pretty big guy. The base seats are fine. They hold you plenty, and I didn't mind them. But yeah, if I'm in a Recaro seat car, like I was in a race seat at the Skip Barber class, right? The Recaros on the Roush.
Yeah.
Man, I felt like my hips were being, or I felt like my kidneys were being squeezed in there. Like, it's not comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's a performance seat. I guess they're trying to make them comfortable performance seats because they're giving them air conditioning and heat, but still.
Like, I sat in the GT350s. Don't ever. I'm telling you, if you're over 100 pounds and over like 4 foot, don't ever get them. They are atrocious. I sat in them. Literally, my hips held up on the bolstering. My ass never even touched the seat because I just straight up don't fit in it. I wear a 36 waist.
I drove it.
Like I'm massive. And I was like, this is terrible. I will never buy one of these with these Recaros ever.
I would.
I can't. No. I've seen bigger guys on YouTube do the reviews of them. They're like, man, these seats are really nice. And I'm like, no, there's no way you fit.
I didn't mind. I mean, they're not comfortable, but like, again, I wouldn't care. I'd be over it.
Like the ones in the Boss or like any of the other Recaros seem to be nice, but the ones in the GT350, they're like actual race bucket seats because the bolstering is like straight up and down like a race seat, and that's where it's a problem. Like there's no give.
Used me get skinny. Hey man, maybe that's what I need, Eris. Need to get on that program.
Yeah, I'll just break mine in slowly as I get bigger.
Yeah, it'll slowly expand.
Yep.
Keep shoving yourself in there.
Well, I just wanted to hop on for a few. I'm going to get back off and do some cutting before it gets a little too late. I got a certain point I want to get to. So,
and no worries. I'm actually probably about to end this. I meant to go till about 10:30, which had just crossed. And yeah, I need to get rest. I actually go back to work tomorrow. So,
yeah, I definitely need to get out of here too. So, good chatting with you guys.
Hey, appreciate you guys hopping in here. Everybody in the stream.
I'll call you later.
Yep. Appreciate you guys coming in. Please hit the like button on your way out. And again, I'll pop on when I can. Don't know what my schedule is. That's why these things are kind of hit or miss now. But I do enjoy coming on, and we'll pop in when we can. But everybody take care. Stay blessed. Stay safe. See you later.